Good morning, GHS. I'm Angelina Benza.
And I'm Anicia Perez.
And welcome to the morning show. In the news today, heads up for students about parent-teacher conferences. They will be held on Friday, September 6th, here on campus. That means that students will be off that day. As a suggestion, make sure that you are in a regular contact with your teachers about your grades. And be sure to keep your parents and guardians informed as well. Also, encourage your parents and guardians to come to campus on Friday so that they can meet your teachers and get updates from them.
In case you haven't heard, the GHS Pirate Radio podcast has been relaunched for the 2024 school year. Members of the broadcasting classes have been creating these podcasts and they can currently be heard on Spotify. When you find it, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss a single episode. We have also been working on a Spanish and Filipino version of the podcast, so stay tuned.
Now for something fun. Broadcasting teacher Mr. Gonzalez has been around for some time, but students and teachers here on campus are still trying to get to know him. Take a look at this.
Hello, GHS. I'm here with Brandon Wheeler. So, Brandon Wheeler, we're going out and ask some questions about Ronald, the teacher / basketball coach. Would you have any questions for him that you wanted to know?
What his middle name is.
Well, pretty good.
What's up, everyone? I'm Cody Malonis. So I'm here with Landon Chavez, the basketball coach. So, coaching with Coach Ron and just knowing him as a teacher, what is something you want to know about him?
I know he used to be in a band, so not only do I want to know what he played, what instrument, also what his favorite song is.
That's interesting. Well, that's what we're going to ask him, and we're going to be back with you guys.
What up, guys? I'm here with Mr. Rivera. So, Mr. Rivera, being a teacher with Mr. Ron, knowing him for these past years, have you ever had any questions to ask him?
I've had a couple of questions to ask him. One main question that I know he's a music guy, and if he was ever to be able to change his favorite genre of music, what would it change to?
Well, we'll see what he has to say for that one, guys.
What's up, everyone? I'm here with Isaiah Ortega. So, Isaiah, being in Coach Ron's class, what is something you want to know about Coach Ron?
How long it takes to do his hair in the morning.
How long it takes to do it? All right, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see. I'm Cody Malonis here with Coach Thompson. And so, knowing Coach Ron, what is something you want to know about him? Like, it could be anything.
That's a great question. What I'd really like to know is, besides music, what subject did he excel in high school?
Interesting. Well, we'll see.
All right.
The GHS football team will be back at home on Friday following the last week's 40-7 loss at St. Pius. Let's go Isaiah Ortega and Cardenio Chavez for more from the team.
Hello, everybody. I'm Isaiah Ortega with the GHS broadcasting team. Today I'm here with Gary Chavez from the football team. How do you think that this loss is going to translate to the next game, but more importantly, Dexter, right? They're next up. This is a pretty big week to decide, the rankings before you guys go into districts, before the season really amps up. So tell me a little bit about where the team is right now and where do you think the team's going to go from the loss?
All right, as a team, we can't just throw away the tape, It happened. And now that it did happen, they're going to see our errors that we made. And who's to say Dexter isn't going to go do the same thing? Or whenever we get to these bigger district matchups, why aren't they going to line up in a 52 front? You know what I mean? So we really got to take it. We got to see what we did wrong, how we could fix it, and we got to build for the future. You know what I mean? We're a strong team. We have talent. We just got to go out there and show it. And we got to do it at practice too, not just in games, because there's no switch like that.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cardenio Chavez, the GHS broadcasting team, and today I'm here with Cody Malonis with the GHS football team. So, Cody, with last week's game against St. Pius, you guys lost. It was a pretty tough loss, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell from the start, it just wasn't, we weren't on. Everything just seemed off. Everyone just had that weird feeling. I don't know if it was because it was our first away game, and it just,
like a different environment, but we were just off that game, and I just feel like that's what really impacted us.
So you say you guys were off. So what do you think went right and what do you think went wrong with the game?
A lot of stuff, like our rotations weren't that good, just like all kinds of stuff just didn't go in our favor, and we just didn't know how to react to it. I mean, that's one of like the downfalls that we need to improve on, because when we get punched in the mouth, we don't know how to react and answer back.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, people got to learn how to like change, you know, if something happens, they got to like learn how to adapt to it. So with that tough loss, you guys are now ranked 11 in 4A schools. So what do you think about that?
That's not where we're supposed to be, but hey, that's not going to move unless we do something about it, you know? We got to just work, because we got to go out there and, you know, even on practice, I mean, like, it's just been off. Like, we need to improve, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you today, and remember,
We are GHS for success.